Helldivers, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Thumper, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about some really cool things that are going to be coming into the game, which I'm very excited for, and that is weapon customization, and as well, a new gas weapon, which I'm really excited for. In front of us, we can see the weapon customization. Now, this was posted from John Helldiver, which, as he said, this footage is not mine, nor do I claim ownership. I found all these across the web. I actually like this channel a lot. It gives me a lot of video ideas to talk about because it's just no audio clips of things that might come into the game. And this is the weapon customization preview. So we can see this here is a great example of some sort of weapon customization we might be working with. Now, obviously, this is modded because we can clearly see that like the drum is not fully lined on to the diligence. But we're getting a cool representation of what we might be working with in the future here. We got an ammo capacity of 60 rounds versus the base number, and we can see it also shows an arrow of the extra rounds you're going to get, which is pretty dang cool. I think weapon customization is something that Helldivers is definitely missing a little bit of. However, I also think that customizing certain weapons might be a little challenging because we obviously have some plasma weapons, and it's going to be a little challenging to make customization for a weapon like that when, well, what are you gonna do? I mean, maybe you could make like plasma weapons have certain benefits and downsides as well. Bigger explosion radius, more ammo capacity, faster rate of fire, maybe faster charge up time. That would be something I'd be very, very down for. So I do think that like a big major update for Helldivers that added customization to all the weapons, kind of like COD, where you have different loadouts that you can do, and you have a maximum amount of things you can do to it, would be really, really cool, which I would obviously like to mess around with. We can see here the reprimand also getting some sort of change. What do we have here? A capacity of 8, damage of 180, but a fire rate of 1,000. So what did this one do? They changed the fire rate. That's kind of cool. In general, we can see there's a lot of customization that could come into the game. This one's a little interesting, though. A capacity of 8, but a fire rate of 1,080. What the heck am I reading? I don't think that's very realistic, but either way, these are all cool things, and I hope that stuff like this does come into the game in the future. I would love to see weapon customization and things to mess around with. I actually think that there is the Quasar Cannon's barrel. I could be wrong, but it looks similar to like what you're working with a Quasar Cannon there. But yes, we do have a modification. This is just a short preview of weapon customization. To my knowledge, there's been a lot of modification, but it looks very, very cool. This will be added into the game at some point. We already have confirmation that weapon modification is something in the works for Helldivers, and it's just a matter of time before we get this released. We also have the Vanguard Force for the Illuminate, though, which I would expect before that. So I don't exactly know what's going on here. We haven't had an update or patch at all for Helldivers in the past, what, month now? It's been a while. Basically, since we had the Illuminate added, we have not had any patches or changes. And yeah, we did have Christmas break, so people were probably off of work, but we've been back now, and we've been back for about a week. And I'm expecting that within the next couple of weeks, within the next month, we're going to get some sort of update for Helldivers, and I would assume a pretty big one as well, which might add the final half of the Illuminate. We're going to find out, but I'm really excited for it. I think you guys are excited as well, so we'll have to see what happens there. But the other thing I wanted to showcase was the Jar 5 Dominator toxin. This is something I'm really, really excited for personally, and I really do hope comes into the game. We can read in the comments here, and it says, "This is some leaked gameplay of the possible Jar 5 Dominator variant. At the moment, we're not sure if this is an actual variant or testing attachment that will be used for a future weapon, but either way, here's what it looks like." So essentially what this means is that we are probably going to have some primary weapon in the future that is going to feature gas rounds, which is really cool. I hope that we honestly do get something like this, maybe a gas, I'm thinking personally a gas Punisher plasma style weapon, where it has like little balls of gas that you shoot, and it works just like the Punisher plasma, where they just go zoop and blow up on the ground and make a little gas cloud. I think that would be awesome, and I would use that so much as a primary, even if it didn't deal much damage. If it just made a gas cloud, and then you could also run your support weapon as the main killing choice, it would be great, and I would love something like that. I've been really hoping for a gas primary for a while now. So we can see an idea of what this is going to look like when we get our gas primary into the game, we can see it's just going to shoot little gas explosions. Now, if you're wondering why these gas explosions look very large, it's because they took the orbital gas strike animation and just shrunk it down, as we can see. So obviously, this is not what it's going to look like when it's actually added into the game. But it is going to do something like this. You're going to have a gun, which is going to shoot some sort of little gas balls around, and it's going to be able to do exactly this. And I think that this is really cool, and I cannot wait for something in the future to be released, because I love gas weaponry. I think it's one of the most underrated things in the game. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, and yeah, just thought I'd post a little update on what we can expect to see coming into the future of Helldivers 2. See you all in the next one. Bye-bye.